The camaraderie I've had, the relationships I built here. I have lifelong friends and brothers here in this union that I wouldn't trade for anything. When I got into the Carpenters Union, I was at a real dark place in my life. And I had a baby on the way. I was like, all I want is insurance. And a friend of mine said, hey, I have an opportunity for you to get into the Carpenters Union. I got clean and got in the Carpenters Union. Game changer, game changer. I didn't know what I was doing. It was green as grass. I couldn't cut a straight line. I couldn't draw a straight line. I was a wreck. I was nervous. I had a really good apprenticeship. I did some acoustics. I did some interior systems. I got heavily involved with heavy concrete. I could run a total station. I could do all the GPS layout. You know, I can do a little bit of everything. And the position I have now is a superintendent, right? But I know enough about everything to be able to know when someone's trying to run game on me. That's for sure. Right now we are at the Morro Bay Water Reclamation Facility. We've built a brand new facility. We came here, we basically cut the side of a mountain out. This project's about a half-mile long, and we take all of the sewer, stormwater, and any runoff water for the whole city of Morro Bay. We process it, and the end result of all of this is to get clean drinking water that can be pumped back into the groundwater. I've worked on a lot of stuff for the Air Force, bridges. I've done a lot of bridges, a lot of big structural stuff. I actually worked on Disneyland, and that was my kids' favorite project. That was the only project that I would get home and they'd be like, did you see Mickey, Dad? What did you do today, Dad? Like, they were the most excited about the work on Disneyland. I drive my kids crazy. Like, I'm sure every carpenter does. I say, I built that. Hey, do you guys know I built that? And I get, we know, Dad. But it's a point of pride. I mean, my fingerprint is everywhere across the state. I've done a lot of military stuff. I could tell you, but I'd have to kill you. A big part of my story is recovery. I have 17 years clean. I do a lot of work with addicts seeking recovery. I mentor a lot of people. I mean, a really big part of not only my career, but just kind of my life is really, it's all about empowering people, right? And I've been fortunate enough to have a lot of people put a lot of faith in me, right? And not only that, to take me and show me how it's done. I was on National Geographic, a show called World's Toughest Fixes. It was my second foreman job. I was working for Deaney Building Corp. I was working for a superintendent, and his name was Chris Hodat. Chris, smart guy. But we lifted up a 7 million pound satellite dish, which is, it's called the DSN-14, which is Deep Space Network 14. The whole time we had National Geographic there, and there's 3 of these dishes in the world. It's a 270-meter dish, so it's almost like 3 football fields in diameter. So we lifted this thing up a ½ an inch with hydraulics, put it on a tripod, replaced the whole bearing, took out the hydraulic wells, replaced the hydraulic well heads, put everything back together, and had it within 0.005 of an inch, ground new plates in, and set these 7-inch pieces of steel in there, the hydrostatic bearing, and put the thing back on, built it back, and it's running today. It's one of 3 that talks to the Voyager probes, and they control all the Mars rovers. I have a lot of people that I've been fortunate enough to help bring in and mentor, and I watch them succeed. It sets my heart on fire, right? Like, to actually see people change their lives and to know that me and this union is a part of that. It is a game changer. You can raise your family, you can have a career that really is fulfilling. Not only that, really the brotherhood and the sisters is a beautiful thing. Like, I have lifelong friendships in this union. And I know some really solid people just because I've been involved. If I could give anybody advice, it would be get uncomfortable. Do something that scares you every day. I make it a point to do something that scares me or makes me uncomfortable every day. And in doing that, man, I've taken this little comfort zone I came in with when I got here. My life is big now. Like, it is big. I can do almost anything. Get uncomfortable, man. If we just stay still, we rust.